Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Game Time on YurView, the Ford Game of the Week. Tonight's matchup is a District 6A2-2 showdown. Number 9 Sand Springs at number 1 Booker T. I'm Fox 23 Sports Director Nathan Thompson. I'll have the play-by-play call. Rod Thompson, he's our color analyst. And Rod, this is a series between these two that's been really close. A couple of thrillers the last few.
Yeah, it definitely has. You can look at this game and say somewhat of a rival when you talk about this matchup. Of course, Booker T 6-1. Sand Springs have lost some close ones, but expect a good matchup tonight.
Yeah, the last 5 matchups between these two have each been decided by a touchdown or less. Now let's go to our Mazzio's MVP finalists. These are a couple of key players from each team.
Yeah, you talk about Peyton Scott and what he's able to do for this team. The senior, number 34, RUC, over 1,600 yards rushing, 21 touchdowns. He is the heart and soul of this offense. 2 touchdown runs in his last matchup, but this guy, a state championship wrestler, he's low to the ground. Booker T has to do a tremendous job containing him tonight.
And on the other team, for Booker T, we're going to take a look at the quarterback, Philip Wheatley.
Yeah, and you talk about Philip Wheatley, 3 touchdown passes on the season. I mean, he's a guy that has really matured at that quarterback position, has some great targets to throw to, and we've seen so far with Booker T Washington, they go as Philip Wheatley goes.
And he's a senior on senior night, so I know it's a big night for him. At the end of tonight's game, we will pick the Mazzio's MVP based on their performance tonight. Mazzio's MVP brought to you by Mazzio's. Text MVP to 664-444, and you get a coupon for a large one-topping pizza for only $5. Great deal. Again, text MVP to 664-444. Kickoff is almost here in the Ford Game of the Week. Sand Springs taking on Booker T in a top 10 showdown in Class 6A2. You're watching the Ford Game of the Week. Stay tuned for more Game Time on YurView after the break.
With Cox high-speed internet, you get access to super fast in-home Wi-Fi to power all your devices and do the things you love online. And now, when you're traveling, you have free access to the nation's largest Wi-Fi network with over 400,000 hotspots. So you can stay connected in places such as New York City, Los Angeles, Washington, D.C., Phoenix, and many more. Learn how with the Cox Discover More video series at cox.com/learn.
Hey, little man, I'm your new house. Come on in. This is gonna be great. Watch what we can do together. Lights. Ta-da! Locks. Not bad, huh? Oh, and this. I've been saving this for you. You take care of the universe, I'll take care of you.
Cox Home Life, home security and automation.
With On Demand from Cox Advanced TV, there's more exciting entertainment available on your TV than ever before. Hit movies and hot new releases, tons of free TV shows, concerts and music videos, and access to huge libraries of premium channel series, movies, and more. Press the On Demand button on your remote and you're ready to go, all on your schedule, right at home. Learn how with the Cox Discover More video series at cox.com/learn.
Welcome back to Game Time, the Ford Game of the Week. Number 9 Sand Springs at number 1 Booker T. Let's introduce now the third member of our broadcast team, Mike Ziegenhorn, down on the field with the keys to the game.
Yeah, guys, great night for football. It's mid-October. That means kids are out of school for fall break, and Oktoberfest is in town. Ooh-pa-pa, but how about the keys to the game? This one, PS Bulldozer, that's Peyton Scott, the little bulldozer tailback, but he's got to have some blocking up front. Booker T held him to 94 yards a year ago. Hornets are rested and ready. They had a bye week last week. They are primed for the last 3 weeks of the season, and after tonight, it's just 2 games left in the regular season for both of these teams. Booker T a win tonight, and Bixby wins. They'll set up a showdown for the district championship next week. Guys, back up to you.
All right, thank you, Zig. Expecting a good game tonight. You're watching the Ford Game of the Week. Stay tuned for more Game Time on YurView. Kickoff after the break.
You're watching the National High School Football Game of the Week. Join us all fall long for tomorrow's classics today, only on YurView.
Action.
Comedy. Horror.
Trauma.
Find. Feel. This is the all-new Contour from Cox. It's cable TV reimagined to get you right to the good stuff.
Hey, little man. I'm your new house. Come on in. This is gonna be great. Watch what we can do together. Lights. Ta-da! Locks. Not bad, huh? Oh, and this. I've been saving this for you. You take care of the universe, I'll take care of you.
Cox Home Life, home security and automation.
You're watching the National High School Football Game of the Week. Join us all fall long for tomorrow's classics today, only on YurView.
Welcome back to Game Time, the fourth game of the week. It's time to kick off here at S.E. Williams Stadium at Booker T. The Hornets are going to start off with the ball. And they have some explosive return men, Rod. And this Rylan McQuarter's a name you don't really want him to get it. Or Dwayne Cooks is good as well. As you can see, opening kickoff of the game past midfield, and he is still going. Dwayne Cooks, opening kickoff, touchdown.
How about the hammer? Getting it done. Dwayne Cooks right there on senior night. Told him his dad couldn't run that fast. He is a junior right there, Dwayne Cooks, AKA the hammer, and this shows you the big play capability of this team. You take another look right here. Catches it and watch the speed and acceleration. Turns on the wheels right here, gets great blocking up front, takes his time. Now watch the cut back and the weave back. He's gonna catch another good block. Watch this block right here coming up. You couldn't see it in the screen, but him and Dax Hill running in, but Dwayne Cooks, big play capability for that young man, getting the Hornets on the board first.
But they're just gonna stay at 6 as they fail on the conversion. 6-0 Booker T on top. Wow, I talked to Coach. I heard Dustin Kennard talking earlier in the week yesterday that they want to keep this one close because of how explosive Booker T is. They want to kind of grind it out. That's not how they want to start.
He said block and tackle, and we must limit big plays. He's been coaching at Sand Springs, outstanding coach. He said this is probably one of the best Booker T Washington teams he's seen in a long time. He talked about the coaching of Coach Brad Caleb. You see Dustin Kennard there, 11 seasons, there at Sand Springs, has done a tremendous job there, but he said coming to this game, he feels this Booker T Washington team is very good, and we have to play assignment football and limit those big plays when we can. Well, I know he's not happy about that opening kickoff. Now you see Brad Caleb in his second season, 12-6. Caleb has done a good job leading his team, and he's had an outstanding year.
So Sand Springs now going to have to try to answer after that electric kick return by Dwayne Cooks. Luke Brett, onside kick here at the beginning.
Let's see if it went 10. And yes, it did.
Booker T coming out strong, unexpected, especially after returning the opening kickoff for a touchdown. Brad Caleb and the Hornets pulling out all the stops.
Boy, he hit it just right. That was an outstanding job right there. Jack Roberts.
Senior night starting well for Booker T. First down and 10, ball at the 46-yard line of Sand Springs. Philip Wheatley, quick pass and quick completion to Javion Hester.
Boy,
Hester gets the first down.
Now you see Hester. He's going to be an outstanding player for this Hornet team. He's also a good basketball player.
Let's take a look at the Booker T starting lineup for the offense. Donald Broadnax, Gavin Chalk, Anthony Carpenter, Javon Hudson, Deshaun Hall, Mikel Johnson, Dwayne Cooks, Rylan McQuarters, Javion Hester, Thomas Grayson, and the quarterback, Philip Wheatley, who is one of our Mazzio's MVP candidates, and he hands it off this time. Second offensive play of the ball game for the Hornets, but Booker T already on top, 6-0. Philip Wheatley, a senior, 10 of 19 passing. in their last game at Muskogee. They actually had a bye last week, so this was back on October 6th. 226 yards passing and 1 TD. Booker T undefeated against teams in the state of Oklahoma. Their one loss came in Louisiana.
Yeah, and tough team they played down there, but this Hornet team has played extremely well. And looking to make a run to try to win a state championship.
Second down, Wheatley passing. Rolling to his right, he's gonna keep it. Nice carry, gets up close to the sticks, but a little short of the first down.
Yeah, and that's a good tackle downfield right there by Trey Finch.
Take a look at the Sandites starting lineup for the defense. Chris Edwards, Alon Moyer, Gage Fain, Luke Proctor, Hayden Kramer, Dash Fleshman, Jerry Lyons, Joel Mackey, Bryson Denton, Braden Askew, and Jarrett Haley at safety. Taking a look at Trey Finch right there. Third down and short. Wheatley hands it off. Thomas Grayson, he gets the first down.
Nice tackle right there. Fleischman. I'm gonna say his name a lot, him and Finch.
.210-pound senior linebacker, plays tight end on offense. First down and 10, ball at the 25-yard line. Wheatley hands it off to Grayson. Grayson hit immediately, but fighting hard for yards.
That's good defense that time by the Sandites. There's that man again.
You're right, we're gonna say Fleshman's name quite a bit. Second down, 7 yards to go. Booker T on fire, starting off this game. Opening kickoff, 98-yard return by Dwayne Cooks. Then they onside kick it. Now this is the drive after that, and Grayson gets it inside the 20-yard line.
Boy, and that's a nice play coming up in the gap that time, making that play. Jared Haley coming up making a nice play, 6-foot sophomore.
Third down, 2 yards to go for a first down for the Hornets. Under 9 minutes to go here in the first quarter of the Ford game of the week on YurView. Another running play, Grayson again. Looks like he gets another first down at the 15-yard line.
Yeah, good push up front that time by the Hornets. Grayson, if he can ever break one, has outstanding speed. There you see him, 66 rushes, 509 yards.
First down and 10 at the 15-yard line. Wheatley up under center. Not much running room that time. Gonna bring up second down and long after a gain of about 1 yard on that play.
Like in this series, Hornets just kind of lining up. See if they go to the strong side of the field here. Watch Cooks, you know, sometimes with him you can play jump ball, very athletic, rangy receiver. Also Hester, you talked about him. Don't forget about Lynn, he has some targets.
Second down, ball on the 14-yard line. Another running play by Grayson. Sand Springs trying to bow up here and not fall too far behind early in the first quarter here, the Ford game of the week. Third and long now. Yards to go for a first down, ball at the 13-yard line. Two receivers on the left, one receiver on the right for Philip Wheatley, the senior, on senior night, looking to pass for a touchdown, gets the completion. Oh, dropped. Looked like he had it there for a second.
Definitely did that time. Got through the hand, yeah, Marcus Potter right there. He's very dependable at that receiving position. Just couldn't come away with it. He's another weapon for the Hornets. Good defensive stand for Sand Springs.
This is going to be a 30-yard field goal attempt, 6-0. Booker T already on top. Kick is up. It's long enough, and it is good. 9-0 Booker T on top, and Sand Springs hadn't even gotten the ball yet.
Kind of like the stands right there by Sand Springs to get out of there with just a field goal and see if they can get that offense on the field and make some plays. We talked about exciting running back. Talk about Peyton Scott. They want to try to get him the ball and get going.
Now, right after tonight's game, please stay tuned for Vegas Strong, a night of healing. The benefit concert will honor victims, survivors, and first responders of the Route 91 tragedy in Las Vegas. Proceeds benefit the Las Vegas Victims Fund. The event will feature top country artists Big and Rich, Cam, and other special guests, including national TV and radio host Sean Hannity. Vegas Strong, a night of healing. Watch it on YurView and streaming live on YurView.com/Vegas Strong. That's right after tonight's game at 10 o'clock Central Time. Coach Brad Caleb. No onside kick this time, but it's a short one. Sand Springs going to start. Good field position here at the 35-yard line. The Sand Springs offense starting lineup: Nicholas Hancock, Myron Krotzer, Cameron Learley, Zach Blake, Caleb Mallory, JT Bristow, Cameron Adcock at wide receiver, Aaron King, Cooper Mott, Peyton Scott, Maggio's MVP candidate, Caden Pennington, the starter at quarterback. 32.2 points a game over the last 5. Peyton Scott, we're going to see a lot of that, Rod. Peyton Scott running the football.
Very explosive. It's a nice play that time by Jason Harris. Take a look at Caden Pennington. Last week versus Muskogee had 3 touchdown passes. Tough game for them. Lost 34-30. I believe it was up 34-30 and ended up losing. Muskogee goes 90-something yards to win that game. So this Sand Springs team has been right here. They lost some very close games, so very capable and dangerous, especially when you have this young man running the football.
Actually, all their wins have come on the road this season. Sandites don't have a win at home yet, so they're very comfortable playing on the road. Booker T watching starting defense: Jeffrey Goff, Jonathan Brown, Hero Petrus, Trace Lynn, Jason Harris, Krishawn Brown, Garrett Jackson, Ryland McQuarters, DJ Jones, Jalen Moses, and Dax Hill. Big-time player. He's one of those 5-star recruits getting recruited nationally. So keep an eye on him.
That's a nice play.
First down there.
That's a nice play that time. Number 35 coming in, Krishawn Brown. That's a big-time play. Watch him come around that end. Boy, it just kind of shoots out of there. It's a nice play by the sophomore.
Big call early on, 4th and 2, ball at the 59-yard line. Sand Springs going for it, already down 9-0. Trying to turn some momentum. Pennington looking to the sideline for the call. Peyton Scott, the only person in the backfield along with him. 3 receivers on the right side. Scott gets the carry, and second effort still short.
Gonna be short hard that time. Good stands by the Hornets.
So Booker T will get the ball at the 45-yard line of Sand Springs, already up 9-0 with 4:59 to go here in the first quarter. Booker T ranked number 1 in the state, the highest scoring offense in Class 6A2. We saw it with special teams as well. They have a lot of players, playmakers. Once you get the ball in their hands in space, they know what to do with it.
They do. That can very well be the most athletic team that you're going to see.
Wheatley gets the completion. Javion Hester fighting for a first down, comes up just a little bit short.
And Hester's a name you get ready to remember. And this young man, a sophomore, very athletic, long, rangy frame. And you see how strong he is also. Just an all-around good athlete. Gonna be a top target for the Hornets. See him 22 catches, 446 yards, 3 touchdowns.
Second
College
short.
recruiters will be beating his door down.
First down for Booker T on the Grayson carry. What a great start for the Hornets so far in this Ford game of the week. Let's go down to Zig.
Guys, I tell you what, I mentioned that the keys to the game was the Sand Springs offensive line. They're going to have to get some push against that front four of Booker T. They did not do it on that first series. They had 4 chances to get the first down, and they weren't able to get it. They only got 9 yards on that first series. They're going to have to figure something out because Booker T was in the backfield on a couple of those downs, and Scott had nowhere to run.
Speaking of running the football, Booker T doing pretty well at that. Another carry by Thomas Grayson. We mentioned earlier in the opening that this series has been a really tight series. The last 5 games all decided by a touchdown or less, going both ways there. Both teams have pulled out victories, but Booker T trying to avoid that tonight with this start.
Yeah, and they're off to a good start right now. Sand Springs, they need a big player of their own. Try to bounce back.
Second down and 7. Wheatley back to pass. Gets it complete. Sand Springs all over it right after the completion, right after the catch by Petros.
Good job by Rolland McQuarters that time. Watch Grayson pick up a good block right there, just enough to turn the defender. And McQuarters, good job by Sand Springs not allowing him to get in space, because we've seen before what he's able to do.
Third down, 2 yards to go. Ball in the 26-yard line. 4 wide receivers for Wheatley. And he's back to pass. Incomplete, going to bring up 4th down and short.
Very fortunate right there. Ball got tipped.
A little surprised they didn't hand it off to Grayson for that. 3rd down and 2 yards. But I'm sure they were thinking 4-down territory regardless. Grayson.
Great stand. Great stand by the Sandites right there.
Sand Springs defense returned the favor. 4th and 2.
How about answering the call? Taking a look. Watch Grayson met right there. Boy, great job, Lee. That's our guy again. Fleischman coming up, and then a host of Sandites. I'm sure Mr. Cooper will be excited about his Sandites. Stepping up and playing big right there.
Ball at the 25-yard line, 9-0. Booker T still on top, but Sand Springs trying to get back a little momentum with that defensive stand. Defense has played pretty well that first drive, despite the good starting field position by the Hornets. Sand Springs held them to only a field goal. The 1 touchdown, of course, coming on a kick return on the opening kickoff of the game. Scott carrying tacklers out past the 30-yard line.
You see Scott so strong, been good for a long time. Remember calling this games, Little League Football, little INFC. And now you see him getting through the tacklers there. So strong, so low to the ground. We talked about him being an outstanding wrestler, state champ. Outstanding kid. Need a more competitive, hard-nosed player than Peyton Scott.
Pennington is brought down.
Boy, you got to really be impressed, Nathan, with the penetration of Booker T. Washington. You see orange everywhere in Sand Springs. They haven't went downfield. See if they can come up with something to get downfield.
3rd down and 4. Like that 3rd down and 3. Pennington looking to the sideline. Peyton Scott back there in the backfield with him. 3 wide receivers on the right, 1 receiver on the left. Caden Pennington gets the snap off Scott. They stay on the ground, and Booker T's having none of it.
I don't think you go for this one.
Yeah, a little deep in your own territory here. You got to punt this one away, I would think. Fourth down, 3 yards to go.
Got to be a pooch kick or something here.
Maybe. Unless Dustin Kennard is just, yeah, there we go. Looks like Pennington is probably going to punt this himself. That's one way you try to avoid some of these good return men that Booker T have.
Oh.
Getting the ball, that's a heck of a punt and a great bounce. Going to be down inside the 19-yard line. You're watching the Ford Game of the Week. Stay tuned for more Game Time on YurView after the break.
Hey, little man. I'm your new house. Come on in. This is gonna be great. Watch what we can do together. Lights. Ta-da! Locks. Not bad, huh? Oh, and this. I've been saving this for you. You take care of the universe, I'll take care of you.
Cox Home Life, home security and automation.
With Cox high-speed internet, you get access to super fast in-home Wi-Fi to power all your devices and do the things you love online. And now, when you're traveling, you have free access to the nation's largest Wi-Fi network with over 400,000 hotspots. So you can stay connected in places such as New York City, Los Angeles, Washington, D.C., Phoenix, and many more. Learn how with the Cox Discover More video series at cox.com/learn.
Welcome back to Game Time, the Ford Game of the Week. Sand Springs ranked 9th in the state. Booker T #1. Hornets on top 9-0, and Booker T has the ball back. Wheatley back to pass. Throw high and then into some of the players on the sideline. Incomplete, going to bring up 2nd down and 10. Dwayne Cooks, he's the man who had the kick return, the opening kick of the game. He returned it 98 yards for a touchdown. Booker T later added a field goal to make it 9-0. Another pass play for Wheatley. Finds his receiver, Grayson. Lots of running room, and looks like he's going to get the first down.
Grayson, we talked about him. Outstanding track speed. Good job of catching it out of that backfield. Take another look at him. Good job up front. That's Grayson.
.21 seconds left here in the first quarter, but all Hornets up 9-0. Back to the ground for the Hornets, and Grayson, big gainer out close to midfield.
That's when he's in his best, open field. He can break loose. Nobody's probably going to catch him. Taking a look, offensive line is doing a great job. Look at big number 76 picking up that block. Get his name. Jamon Hudson, the senior on senior night.
Yeah.
Coming up big.
Looks like that's going to be the last play of the first quarter. Booker T on top 9-0 over Sand Springs. You're watching the Ford Game of the Week. Stay tuned for more Game Time on YurView of the second quarter after the break.
With On Demand from Cox Advanced TV, there's more exciting entertainment available on your TV than ever before. Hit movies and hot new releases, tons of free TV shows, concerts and music videos, and access to huge libraries of premium channel series, movies, and more. Press the On Demand button on your remote and you're ready to go, all on your schedule, right at home. Learn how with the Cox Discover More video series at cox.com/learn.
Hey, little man. I'm your new house. Come on in. This is gonna be great. Watch what we can do together. Lights. Ta-da! Locks. Not bad, huh? Oh, and this. I've been saving this for you. You take care of the universe, I'll take care of you.
Cox Home Life, home security and automation.
With Cox high-speed internet, you get access to super fast in-home Wi-Fi to power all your devices and do the things you love online. And now, when you're traveling, you have free access to the nation's largest Wi-Fi network with over 400,000 hotspots. So you can stay connected in places such as New York City, Los Angeles, Washington, D.C., Phoenix, and many more. Learn how with the Cox Discover More video series at cox.com/learn.
Welcome back to Game Time, the fourth game of the week. About to kick off the second quarter here. Rod, the first quarter belonged to the Hornets, and Booker T has the ball again here. First down and 10 at the 49-yard line. Grayson pops it outside, has lots of running room, turns on the speed. Thomas Grayson, touchdown, 51-yard TD.
And now you see the speed of Thomas Grayson and what we talked about. If he can get past that first line of defense and get those shoulders square, he has outstanding speed at that running back position. Look up front, gets a good block. Now watch the cutback right here, cuts in, makes the move, then outruns everybody. Outstanding speed. Thomas Grayson taking it to the house for the Hornets.
Well, there's something about first plays that Booker T really likes. The opening kickoff, Dwayne Cooks took it 98 yards. First play of the second quarter, Thomas Grayson, he goes 51 yards.
That was like our first take in the open right there, Nate.
That's right.
First taken. Even Mike Davis likes that.
Extra point is up and good. 16-0, the Hornets on top. All Game Time high school football games streamed each week at YurView.com. Also check back throughout the week for fourth game of the week highlights and additional coverage, including the new weekly high school football recruiting podcast, Over the Middle, with host Jeremy Crabtree. Again, YurView.com. Go there. You can watch the broadcast even if you're in the stands of this game or any game or in a different country, Rod. You can be anywhere.
You know it, I'm sure people start texting me from all over the country talking about checking out the Sandites and the Hornets. Awesome job, YurView.com. I'm told it's programmed in my phone. I just send it to all the people, especially those out of the state who want to watch their Oklahoma high school football. Do a great job of providing that service. And these young men won't realize the importance of it until they get our age, Nathan.
That's right. Well, key drive right here for the Sandites, Rod, is decent return out there almost to the 35-yard line by Garrett McCallie. They need to score here.
Well, I think
down 16-0.
You're making a good point right now. Kind of that danger zone area for this team. Just from the mindset, you have to get some momentum going and get something positive going. Maybe try to look downfield with Booker T. Washington outstanding in that secondary. You take a look at Coach Brad Caleb. Brother, Coach Gary Caleb, state championship with the Okmulgee Bulldogs basketball back in '87, I believe. He's here watching his brother, so coaching kind of in the blood. Other brother coaching over at Jinx, coached at Jinx, so a lot of Calebs out there coaching.
First down and 10 for the Sandites. Scott stopped immediately. The problem here, if you're Sand Springs, you're down 16-0 against the highest scoring team in Class 6A2. Your offense is more of a ground game, grind it out. So how do you make up that 16 points? It's hard to do.
Well, yeah, and you may have to come up, reach in your bag, and come with something to catch Booker T off guard. Right now, you see they've been ready, so we may see something here. Empty backfield, shotgun.
As Scott goes and lines up as a receiver. So Pennington has 5 targets, but he's going to run it himself. Tackled at the 38-yard line.
It's a good job by Johnson and Harris. Boy, and he's been a force for this team. The senior, Jason Harris, second, 6 foot, 215 pounds. He'll definitely be playing at the college level next year.
Third down and 8 now. Pennington throwing this time, gets a quick completion. Short of the first down though, still a nice positive play. Garrett McCallie.
Trace Land on the tackle, and that's what you got to have in Sand Springs right now. You want to just get some momentum and get something down the field. Good look by Pennington. Now you see Dax Hill and Trace Land on the tackle.
Fourth down and 1 though. Sand Springs lined up to punt it away. That's just what they do, end over end punt. Nice coverage. Bryson Denton, no room to run there.
Nice play by Mr. Denton. Getting it done and right there on midquarters and able to bring him down.
Now right after tonight's game, please stay tuned for Vegas Strong, a night of healing. The benefit concert will honor victims, survivors, and first responders of the Route 91 tragedy in Las Vegas. Proceeds benefit the Las Vegas Victims Fund. The event will feature top country artists Big and Rich, Cam, other special guests including national TV and radio host Sean Hannity. Vegas Strong, a night of healing. Watch it on YurView and also streaming live on YurView.com/VegasStrong. That's right after tonight's game at 10 o'clock Central Time. Incomplete pass by the Hornets. That's going to bring up 2nd down and 10. $16-0. Booker T on top, ranked number 1 in the state in Class 6A2. Grayson. Actually, Ryland McQuarters with the carry this time.
And you see how shifty McQuarters is. He can make you miss. Take another look. Coming out, watch it dart out to the outside. Good job that time by Jerry Lyons, keeping it contained.
This broadcast tonight is a national broadcast on YurView. So for people outside of Oklahoma, Class 6A2, second biggest class in the state of Oklahoma. Wheatley hands it off this time. Grayson pops it outside. Gets it out past the 40. A little bit short of the 45-yard line. First down.
Grayson coming to that right side. Boy, up front, they've done a good job of blocking. 64, Cameron Douglas.
Under 9.5 minutes to go here in the first half of the Ford game of the week on YurView. You're watching Game Time. Philip Wheatley takes the snap, looks to his left, gets the completion.
That's a nice tackle right there by Cartwright. If Hester gets past him, boy, he's in the daylight. Great job by Cartwright. Take another look at him. He's all over Hester right there. Does a good job of bringing him down. Senior, nice play that time defensively.
2nd down and 5. Hornets have the ball on their own 48-yard line. Back to the ground, back to Grayson. He falls forward at the 50. Sandites defense important right here for the Sand Springs Sandites to get a stop, down 16-0. Ball at midfield. Already tonight, Thomas Grayson 102 yards on 14 carries. Half of that came on 1 carry, the 51-yard TD run to open up the second quarter. Incomplete pass. Now 4th down. 3 yards to go.
Trying to find Gentry Dalton right there. The sophomore.
Hornets coming out to punt it away, already up 16-0.
Another look. Good job by Sand Springs. Get some pressure on Wheatley.
Timeout for the Sandites here on 4th down and 3 with 8:04 to go in the second quarter of the Ford game of the week on YurView. Coach Dustin Kennard hoping to grab back a little momentum here before halftime, down 16-0. Now we've been talking about Booker T being undefeated in the state of Oklahoma, #1 in the state. But the Sandites, although they're coming off a loss, they do control their own destiny when it comes to the district title race because they're playing the teams that are ahead of them. Booker T, they still have to play Bixby. So if Sand Springs wins out, the Sandites would actually win the district.
Yeah, and you think about it, I mean, it's a very tough and competitive district. You know, in 6A2, outstanding players, you know, outstanding coaches, and, you know, many feel someone definitely has an outstanding chance to win a state championship out of this district. You take another look right here, you see Booker T. Washington and Bigsby, Sand Springs, Muskogee, Bartlesville, Ponca, and Sapulpa. But those 3 and maybe 4, when you talk about Muskogee, they can be a dangerous team also, you know, in the hunt right there. So it'll be interesting to see how, with, I believe, 2 games remaining after this one, how it all shake out.
As you see there, Sand Springs only with the 1 district loss, playing the 2 teams who are undefeated in district play. Booker T kicking it away. Talk about a loaded district as you were. Next week, Booker T is taking on Bixby. Bixby's won the last 3 Class 6A2 titles. The only team ever to win a Class 6A2 title because it just came into existence
Yeah.
for these 3 seasons.
Yep, and this Bigsby team definitely started off strong. It's kind of, you know, hit a roadblock. We know Lauren Montgomery, he'll get those guys geared up and ready to go. That'll be a big matchup here in YurView.
Yeah, starting off slow for the Spartans and coming on to win the state title is nothing new. I believe last season they lost their first couple games, went on to win a state title. They play a tough non-district schedule. Bennington hit, dropped. Ball is loose, but they say he was down.
Boy, nowhere to go that time. Take another look coming into the screen right here. Just Garrick Jackson does a tremendous job. He's another guy, outstanding speed, has played some running back before, but very aggressive from that position. Garrick Jackson, you see him right there, the senior. Been around a long time, outstanding player he is. And coming up with the huge play on the defensive side of the ball.
Second and 23. Pennington picking up some of it right there, close to the original line of scrimmage after the nice catch by Braden Milliken. Kind of hit head over feet there.
Yeah, watch Milliken right here. Pennington puts it on the money and takes the hit. Nice job, good tackle.
I fell for it there, but I don't understand that saying, head over heels. Your head is always over your heels, right? Should be heels over head.
Yeah, you're exactly right.
Pennington trying to scramble, but he is well short. Going to be 4th down about a little less, I think, than 10 yards to go.
Jerry Goff right there coming in, making that tackle, and boy, just a lot of pressure up front.
Fourth down. Sandites punting it away. Almost blocked, gets it off.
Boy, getting some good rolls.
Yeah, nice bounce for the Sandites. Let's take a look at this. The snap bounced. Nice job of fielding it, but almost. Talk about almost. Dax Hill. We talked about the 5-star recruit earlier on. Almost got that.
DJ Jones in there.
First down and 10. Sandites starting in, the Hornets starting in Sandite territory. Wayne Cooks breaking tackles. A little extra after a nice catch.
That's what he can do. Outstanding receiver, also on the all-hair team. Mr. Cooks, call him the hammer. Take a look at him. He's very strong, making guys miss and getting downfield. Very good athlete.
.23 catches, 479 yards. Back to the ground for Booker T. Thomas Grayson already with over 100 yards rushing, and we're only here in the first half. But a little under 6 minutes to go in the second quarter.
Trey Finch, the senior. He's been active tonight.
Second down and 7. Ball at the 29-yard line. Wheatley in the shotgun. Pass in the flat. Short pass, long gain. Marcus Potter.
And we talked about Potter and his big play ability. Didn't play last year, played basketball, but boy, he is another weapon for the Hornets. Take another look, just a little pass. Look at him making people miss. So strong of a runner. Outstanding young man also, Marcus Potter. He's going to be a key piece for this Hornet team. Outstanding playmaker is Marcus Potter.
First down and 10 for Booker T at the 15-yard line, already up 16-0. Wheatley going to his right, incomplete. Going for Cooks. Second down and 10 with 4:50 on the clock. Philip Wheatley, a senior. Booker T honored their seniors before kickoff tonight here at SC Williams Stadium. Pitch back to Grayson, makes the first tackle or miss. Flag down. Haven't seen a lot of yellow on the field. First one right there. Clean game. It's moving along quite fast here. Mark McClendon, the referee. Take a look at the officials. Mark McClendon, Kevin Abbey, Sean Osowski,
Offense, repeat second down.
Justin Finney and Steve Shirles. So that moves Booker T all the way back to the 24-yard line. 19 yards to go for a first down.
Boy, almost picked off that time. That's a good play right there by Luke Bratcher. Driving in, almost came away with it. Take another look. Wheatley, and watch Bratcher coming to your screen right there. That was a good job defensively by that young man.
Would have been a great interception if he could have gotten it, but still a really good play to break that pass up. $16-0 Booker T on top in the fourth game of the week on YurView. 4:31 on the clock here in the second quarter at SC Williams Stadium. Philip Wheatley in the shotgun. Back to pass, avoiding the pressure. Gets the completion. First down for the Hornets and more. It's Mikel Johnson. Gets inside the 10.
And that's a nice play right there. Dog, nice play by Wheatley finding Johnson. Getting out of the pocket. Boy, looked like he was in trouble. Take another look. Good pressure by Sand Springs. Wheatley gets out, able to find Johnson. He made a couple of people miss.
Actually, it's going to bring up fourth down because of the holding penalty that brought it back and made it second down and 20. Hornets are lining up to go for it. Fourth down and 3. That's going to cause a timeout. Booker T is the team that called the timeout right there. Facing fourth down and 3. We'll come right back here for the fourth game of the week. Stay tuned for more Game Time on YurView.
Hey, little man. I'm your new house. Come on in. This is gonna be great. Watch what we can do together. Lights. Ta-da! Locks. Not bad, huh? Oh, and this. I've been saving this for you. You take care of the universe, I'll take care of you.
Cox Home Life, home security and automation.
If there's one thing we love, it's watching TV. But did you know you can also watch on the go with TV everywhere? It's included at no extra charge as part of your Cox TV subscription. Watch live TV and on-demand content anywhere. Your favorite shows, movies, sports, and more. On network websites or by downloading TV network apps to your tablet or phone. On the go? Keep watching with TV everywhere. Learn how with the Cox Discover More video series at cox.com/learn.
You're watching the National High School Football Game of the Week. Join us all fall long for tomorrow's classics today, only on YurView.
Welcome back to Game Time, the Ford Game of the Week. Fourth down, Philip Wheatley gets the completion, and look at the leap. Mikel Johnson into the end zone for the touchdown, 22-0. Booker T on top.
How about Mr. Johnson going up top? Putting the Hornets back on the board.
Lining up for the extra point. Up and good. Going to make it 23-0. Booker T cruising at this point in the Ford Game of the Week over 9th-ranked Sand Springs. Hornets trying to stay undefeated in district play, undefeated in the state of Oklahoma. Their one loss coming in Louisiana. This week on YurView's High School Football Recruiting Podcast, former Oklahoma State Cowboy Dion Amade breaks down the YurView Oklahoma Game of the Week and clues us in to some of the robust talent coming out of the area. Kelly Underwood from Arms Software gets up to speed on the latest technology in the world of football recruiting. Plus, Jeremy poses some interesting questions about the Florida Gators and where that program seems to be headed. All that and more on this week's episode of Over the Middle Podcast. Check it out at YurView.com. Sand Springs on the kick return. It's gonna start off with some not great field position as Garrett McCallie had nowhere to go.
Good coverage and special teams right there by the Hornets. Take another look. Wheatley got it going early with the nice scramble. Going to find Johnson. Pick up a first down. They come right back. Nice play. Watch Johnson. After he catches it, going to dive over. 8-yard TD reception. 8 plays. 39 yards. Hornets on the board again. Johnson getting them in.
.321 left on the clock here. Sandites down 23-0. Hear what the call is here. We were just bragging how we hadn't had any penalties, and now we have a couple
Red
here.
ball, false start, offense, first down.
That's why you don't brag, Nathan.
Be humble.
Let other people talk about you.
I've learned my lesson, Rod.
You learned it? Kendrick Lamar, be humble.
Just this defensive line for Booker T has been dominating, shutting down Larry Scott, a very good running back. Let's go down to Mike Ziegenhorn on the sideline.
Guys, and you talked about this a little bit, and Rod mentioned, I think about 3 series ago with Sand Springs, they're going to have to do something a little bit different because they're not able to run the ball up inside. So you notice what they've done. They've spread things way out to try and open up things along the front line, scoot the linebackers up. You got the safeties and the DBs all spread out across the field, and hopefully that'll get them some room to run the ball.
Scott gets a little bit of room right here.
No quitting that young
explained
man.
it, and then it happened.
Yeah, Nick Zig. That's why we pay Zig the big bucks, ain't it? Right there. He letting us know. Take another look at Peyton Scott. So strong. Look, 1, 2, 3 guys right there. And boy, he keeps those legs moving.
Third down, 7 yards to go for a first down. Caden Pennington in the shotgun. Drops back to pass, drops it off to Scott. Scott hit immediately. Fighting hard, but it's a tall order against this Booker T defense.
Good job right there, Jonathan Brown. Dad was an outstanding player here, of course, played in the NFL. And you see him, the senior, getting it done.
Fourth down and 7. Under 2 minutes to go in the second quarter of the first half. 23-0 Booker T on top. Clock still running, but both teams went to the huddle.
That looked like
a
timeout. They stopped it now. Must be a timeout. Or intermission.
Halftime's still a minute 58 away.
Yeah.
You see as they added 27 seconds back on the clock. Which seems like more than was there originally. All right, we've got that squared away after the clock mishap. And Sand Springs coming out to punt the ball away. There you go. I told you it was too much time. They went back to 142. I'm right every once in a while.
You're all over it.
No return on this one, and for the first time tonight, Sand Springs gets a tough bounce on the punt. It's been going their way so far on the bouncing, and going Booker T's way in about every other way. 1:34 on the clock. Booker T still with the chance to extend this lead. Hornets ranked #1 in Class 6A2. 6-1 on the season, as we said, undefeated against Oklahoma team. Midwest City on the west side of the state, locked high, 5-2. Putnam City, Stillwater #5. Bixby, 3-time defending state champ. Choctaw, Muskogee Ruffers. Ruffers beat Sand Springs last week, and there you see the Sandites at #9 in Deer Creek.
Think about watch #5, Stillwater. I mean, they've done a tremendous job. You know, when you talk about Clarence Holly getting it done, Kobe Holly playing well for that team.
Wheatley gets a completion across the middle. Dwayne Cooks. See where they spot this one. It's going to be a first down. Minute 16 on the clock. Ball at the 31-yard line. Booker T looking to add to its 23-0 lead. Wheatley. Ball tipped at the line of scrimmage, goes incomplete.
Yeah, and that's a good job. Sand Springs been able to do that a couple of times. Chris Edwards that time, senior coming in and making the play. It's Wheatley here, and look at him, jumps up just the way they teach it.
Second down and 10, 1:08 on the clock. Philip Wheatley. Gets it to Ryland McQuarters. McQuarters out of bounds, stops the clock. Gonna mark it at the 20-yard line. That's gonna be another first down for the Hornets.
When you see his burst, McQuarters.
Talking about players for Booker T whose parents are fathers played in the NFL, people outside of the state of Oklahoma watching this national broadcast. Ryland McQuarters, his dad, R.W. McQuarters,
yes,
has a Super Bowl ring.
Talked about Jonathan Brown also, so and him and R.W. played together here.
Wheatley over the middle. Another completion to the man we were talking about, Ryland McQuarters. Got a timeout on the field with 54.5 seconds here at S.E. Williams Stadium. Booker T on top, 23-0 in the Ford game of the week. Stay tuned for more Game Time on YurView after the break. Still have 54.5 seconds here in the first half of the Ford game of the week.
2.7 The Coyote presents Vegas Strong, a night of healing. A benefit honoring the victims, survivors, and first responders from the Route 91 tragedy in Las Vegas. Featuring live music and special guest Sean Hannity, this concert event benefits the Las Vegas Victims Fund. Vegas Strong, a night of healing, airing on YurView this Thursday, October 19th at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Watch it on YurView or stream it online at YurView.com.
Welcome back to Game Time, the Ford game of the week. You're watching YurView. Booker T ranked number 1 in the state for a reason. Hornets up 23-0 over Sand Springs, looking to add to it here with less than a minute to go in the first half. Wheatley completes the pass, out of bounds again to Ryland McQuarters.
Man, having a lot of success. Take another look. Quick out to McQuarters.
That gets the ball at the 7-yard line with 50 seconds left. Thomas Grayson in the backfield with Wheatley. And Grayson gets the handoff. Stopped, but he makes it inside the 5-yard line.
Clock running here.
Still time for the Hornets. They have 1 timeout left, but they don't look to be in any hurry.
Looks like they're going to try to kick a field goal.
Interesting with a timeout left, 2nd down. We'll let the clock run down a little bit before they do it. Field goal up and good, but as you said, interesting call there. Plenty of time, it seemed like, on 2nd down with a timeout still in case anything disastrous happened. But Brad Caleb taking the easy 3 to put Booker T up 26-0 with 8 seconds left here in the first half of the Ford game of the week. Dustin Kennard's crew struggling so far against the top-ranked Hornets.
Matthew Sadler with the kick.
Hey, more high school football on YurView tomorrow night, and this is a great one. Owasso Rams, ranked number 2 in the state, taking on a very good Norman North team. That's tomorrow night at 7 o'clock on YurView. That's Cox Cable Channel 1333 here in Oklahoma. Norman North put up a good fight against number 1 Union last week. Very good team. Made it to the state finals last year. And Owasso with Bill Blankenship, former TU head coach, and of course, former longtime Union head coach. A remarkable job he's done and his staff done and those players have done, turning it around after winning only 3 games last season.
Yeah, definitely a different team. A lot more experience.
Some of people from the rest of the country besides Oklahoma. Owasso has Josh Proctor, who is a national recruit committed to Ohio State.
Exactly. Harold Jones going to Kansas State. Another outstanding player on that team.
Peyton Scott fighting hard with the run up the middle, and that'll do it. Booker T on top, 26-0. At the half here in the Ford game of the week on YurView. We knew going into this Booker T was the favorite. They showed us why. Did you expect it to be this dominant, though, in the first half.
Well, if big plays were going to come into the picture, you said, yeah, that's something that Coach Kennard talked about. And, boy, Booker T got off to that start where, you know, the opening kickoff, Cooks being able to take it back, and big play after big play on both sides of the ball has made a huge difference in giving the Hornets this lead.
Mike Ziegenhorn is down on the field, joined by Booker T head coach Brad Caleb. Zick?
All right, Coach, man, what a way to start. 99-yard kickoff to get your team fired up to open this one up.
Yeah, I mean, our kids just came out playing well, and I guess having a week off, I guess, kind of does that a little bit. But they're playing well this half, so I'm proud of them.
Offensively, you got 26 points, including the kick return. Defensively, though, working on another shutout would be your third in 5 games.
Yes, we knew coming in the running back, I mean, he was hard to bring down, so we worked on game tackling the whole week. If not, I mean, it's going to be a ball game, but we got to keep up the second half because they're a second half team.
All right, Coach, thanks.
Thank you.
All right, Brad Caleb, guys, back up to you.
Thank you, Zig, and thanks, Coach Caleb, for joining us here at the half. Hey, you'll want to stick around. A great performance from the band coming up here in the 4th game of the week on YurView. You're watching Game Time.
You're watching the National High School Football Game of the Week. Join us all fall long for tomorrow's classics today, only on YurView.
With Cox high-speed internet, you get access to super fast in-home Wi-Fi to power all your devices and do the things you love online. And now, when you're traveling, you have free access to the nation's largest Wi-Fi network with over 400,000 hotspots. So you can stay connected in places such as New York City, Los Angeles, Washington, D.C., Phoenix, and many more. Learn how with the Cox Discover More video series at cox.com/learn.
Action.
Comedy. Horror.
Speak.
Drama.
Find. Feel. This is the all-new Contour from Cox. It's cable TV reimagined to get you right to the good stuff.
Hey, little man. I'm your new house. Come on in. This is gonna be great. Watch what we can do together. Lights. Ta-da! Locks. Not bad, huh? Oh, and this. I've been saving this for you. You take care of the universe, I'll take care of you.
Cox Home Life, home security and automation.
You're watching the National High School Football Game of the Week. Join us all fall long for tomorrow's classics today, only on YurView.
Welcome back to the 4th game of the week. Halftime show here at Game Time on YurView. Booker T on top 26-0, and you're in for a treat here. The famous T Connection, Booker T Washington Band.
Instruments, Miss Keshana Burkhalter. Flute, captain and 3-year member. Mr. Spencer Warwick, woodwind captain. Saxophone section leader and 4-year member.
Great performance, as
Jonathan
always, by the T
Malone.
Connection. We're at
Trumpet
halftime here of the
and
Ford
4-year
Game of the Week.
member.
26-0, Booker T on top. We'll be right back.
And Mr. Isaac.
With Cox high-speed internet, you get access to super fast in-home Wi-Fi to power all your devices and do the things you love online. And now, when you're traveling, you have free access to the nation's largest Wi-Fi network with over 400,000 hotspots. So you can stay connected in places such as New York City, Los Angeles, Washington, D.C., Phoenix, and many more. Learn how with the Cox Discover More video series at cox.com/learn.
Action.
Comedy. Horror.
Speak.
Drama.
Find. Feel. This is the all-new Contour from Cox. It's cable TV reimagined to get you right to the good stuff.
Your home telephone. It's still your most reliable connection to the world. But you don't want to be bothered by unwanted calls from people you don't know or telemarketers. Cox Digital Telephone offers a variety of call handling features so you can know who's calling, accept or reject calls, and protect your privacy. With Cox Digital Telephone, you're in control. Learn how with the Cox Discover More video series at cox.com/learn.
You're watching the National High School Football Game of the Week. Join us all fall long for tomorrow's classics today, only on YurView.
Mr.
Welcome
Royce
back to Game
Anderson.
Time, the Ford Game of the Week. So far, it's been all Hornets here on YurView, 26-0 Booker T on top of Sand Springs. Let's take a look at how the score got that way with the first half highlights. And the highlights happen quickly. Opening kickoff, Dwayne Cooks, look at him go right here. Gets it about the 2-yard line.
Gets it going, the hammer. Watching switch field right here. Goes against the grain, turns on the wheels, picks up some great blocks. Does an outstanding job getting downfield. The hammer taking him to the house on senior night. His last game as a Hornet.
And this was tricky.
How about
the
that?
ensuing kickoff, an onside kick after returning the opening kickoff for a touchdown, and
Jack
that
Roberts.
led to a field goal. 9-0 Booker T on top. Hornets not done. Thomas Grayson, this was the first play of the second quarter. They like first plays. 51 yards to put Booker T on top, 16-0. And then 4th and 3 right here. Hornets going for it. Wheatley to Mikel Johnson, leaps into the end zone. 8-yard score, 23-0. Booker T on top. And then the three-pointer right there, the field goal makes it 26-0 here at the half. Total dominant performance as we take a look at the statistics. I mean, the total yards, 40 to 251.
Yeah, big difference in this matchup. You talk about the rushing yards. I mean, you just look at the numbers that Booker T. Washington has. 13 first downs. Sand Springs hasn't even got a first down. They'll look to improve on that in the second half. You talk about Cooks, 98-yard kickoff return. Grayson, 51-yard touchdown and 2 field goals. Outstanding job. They contain Scott to 11 rushes, 30 yards. So right now, Booker T. Washington getting it done in the first half.
We're at the halftime of the Ford Game of the Week. More to come here on Game Time on YurView when we come back.
With Cox high-speed internet, you get access to super fast in-home Wi-Fi to power all your devices and do the things you love online. And now, when you're traveling, you have free access to the nation's largest Wi-Fi network with over 400,000 hotspots. So you can stay connected in places such as New York City, Los Angeles, Washington, D.C., Phoenix, and many more. Learn how with the Cox Discover More video series at cox.com/learn.
Your home telephone, it's still your most reliable connection to the world. But you don't want to be bothered by unwanted calls from people you don't know or telemarketers. Cox Digital Telephone offers a variety of call handling features so you can know who's calling, accept or reject calls, and protect your privacy. With Cox Digital Telephone, you're in control. Learn how with the Cox Discover More video series at cox.com/learn. Action.
Comedy. Horror.
Speak.
Drama.
Find. Feel. This is the all-new Contour from Cox. It's cable TV reimagined to get you right to the good stuff.
You're watching the National High School Football Game of the Week. Join us all fall long for tomorrow's classics today, only on YurView.
Welcome back to Game Time. The Ford Game of the Week belongs to Booker T so far, up 26-0 over Sand Springs. And the Hornets' Dax Hill has been on recruiting radars across the country since last winter. He's working his way through the recruiting process. He has offers from a number of national powers here in Oklahoma, OU, OSU, of course. His coach, College Football Hall of Famer Brad Caleb, says Dax is a coachable, versatile, humble, and athletic teammate.
It's just been fun playing with these guys for as long as I've been here, so it's just been really cool. They all good players on and off the field, so it's a great group of guys.
Tiasa's Vic stopped for a loss.
And you see Dax Hill coming up and finishing up.
Very coachable, you know, very quiet. He's a kid that if I want to put him on a top receiver to lock that receiver down, I mean, he can go from safety to corner. So he has that type of flexibility and skills to do that.
Gets through the first wave of different. That's why people are recruiting him right there. Such a physical, big-time athlete.
I just love hitting this, but just love the game of football and just the talent I've been blessed with and just showing on the field and showing people what I can do.
I've been in this game for 26 years, and he's probably the most high-profile athlete I've been around. Offers from Alabama, Ohio State, and you name it, and it doesn't even faze him. And he's just so humble and such a team player, and those, as a coach, you want to coach those type of players.
Good, Mikey. Down to Dax. Good.
The process has been long, but just talking to the coaches, that's a good thing. Just seeing what the different universities offer.
He's 6'2.5", maybe 6'3". A 4.3 and a 40, probably about a 39 vertical. He has all the great quality as a Division I college coach is looking for.
I'm still in the process, but just my decision, I think it just shows like how just what the university offers, and depends on how good of a relationship I have with that certain coach, especially my position coach.
He just a joy to coach, and he doesn't talk very much, but he get it done on the field.
What an athlete Dax Hill is, and of course the younger brother of Justice Hill is becoming a star at Oklahoma State as a running back, you know. And Justice playing down that he's recruiting him to OSU, letting him make his own decision, and he's got a big decision to make.
Well, and I think that's true. I've been fortunate enough to coach Dax for a number of years, and you know, we talked about earlier, we laughed about being humble. I mean, if it was one word to describe that young man, is humble, and humility is definitely something that described him. But I think, like Coach Caleb said, I've been around a lot of athletes, you know, when it comes to basketball and doing games on here. I mean, Dax Hill is definitely one of the best I've ever seen.
All right, let's go down to Zig now. He's with Sand Springs head coach Dustin Kennard.
All right, guys, Coach, first half, guys got shut out, the opening kickoff. Your defense, though, responded, and you held it pretty well for most of that half.
Yeah, we got to take advantage of some opportunities. Our goal right now is to get a first down.
We've got to be able to establish the run, and we're not being able to do that. So our goal right now here is to get a first down, and we'll go from there.
You look like you spread them out midway through that first half to try and open some running lanes.
Yeah, but they know what we do, so they're spying our tailback, and take our hats off to them. But we got to be able to execute.
All right, good luck, Coach.
Thank you, sir.
Nate, Rod, up to you guys.
All right, thanks a lot, Zig. We'll be right back with the second half of the Ford Game of the Week on YurView coming up.
With On Demand from Cox Advanced TV, there's more exciting entertainment available on your TV than ever before. Hit movies and hot new releases, tons of free TV shows, concerts and music videos, and access to huge libraries of premium channel series, movies, and more. Press the On Demand button on your remote and you're ready to go, all on your schedule, right at home. Learn how with the Cox Discover More video series at cox.com/learn.
If there's one thing we love, it's watching TV. But did you know you can also watch on the go with TV everywhere? It's included at no extra charge as part of your Cox TV subscription. Watch live TV and on-demand content anywhere. Your favorite shows, movies, sports, and more. On network websites or by downloading TV network apps to your tablet or phone. On the go? Keep watching with TV everywhere. Learn how with the Cox Discover More video series at cox.com/learn.
With Cox high-speed internet, you get access to super fast in-home Wi-Fi to power all your devices and do the things you love online. And now, when you're traveling, you have free access to the nation's largest Wi-Fi network with over 400,000 hotspots. So you can stay connected in places such as New York City, Los Angeles, Washington, D.C., Phoenix, and many more. Learn how with the Cox Discover More video series at cox.com/learn.
You're watching Game Time, the Ford Game of the Week on YurView. Let's check in on our Mazio's MVP candidates. Peyton Scott has been going up against a tough defense. Philip Wheatley and, of course, the Hornets doing well, looking good at halftime.
Yes, they are. The defense of the Hornets has really contained Scott in that first half. And Philip Wheatley, very comfortable back there in the pocket. There you see 13 of 21, 130 yards, 1 touchdown. So right now the edge going to Philip Wheatley, but we still have a half left.
Yeah, we're not going to pick the Mazio's MVP till the end of the game. And the Mazio's MVP is brought to you by Mazio's. Text MVP to 664-444, and you'll get a coupon for a large one-topping pizza for only $5. Great deal. Again, text MVP to the number 664-444. One-topping large pizza, only $5. Sounds good right about now. Are you ordering us one?
Would be good right now. Messing up my diet, trying to
I'm hungry
trim
up here.
up a little bit.
I can't survive on bit of honeys and water, which I've been trying to do for the first half. About to kick it off here as the halftime clock is ticking down to 0. Both teams, we don't see this very often, both teams lined up ready to go. They don't need the whole halftime. And here we go. Booker T kicking it off. Of course, they took the kickoff in the first half and took it 98 yards for a touchdown. Ball is loose. Looks like, I think Sand Springs recovered that, but not exactly the way you want to start off if you're.
Definitely not. Take
Sand
another
Springs.
look. It takes a bounce. You never know where it's not a basketball. You never know how that's going to bounce. And boy, Sand Springs player takes a big hit. Ball is loose, but Sandites able to come away with it.
So a touchdown right here for Sand Springs would go a long way into helping their confidence down 26-0 at the half.
Well, yeah, and I think that's important right now to try to make a drive right here. Caden Pennington, there you see, only 2 for 2, 14 yards. It's going to have to be done up front. See if they can get Peyton Scott going.
Faking the handoff to Scott, quick completion. He is now 3 for 3, Pennington. Garrett McCallie with the catch.
Jalen Moses with the tackle, but that's a nice play right there. McCallie, quick slant across the middle.
Yeah, Booker T's going to come back in this one. Caden Pennington is going to have to be able to complete some passes. 3 receivers for him right here. Back to pass again. Looking deep, going deep, has a man, but just overthrows him. Garrett McCallie had a step.
Boy, he did. He had a big step right there, but had so much pressure on Pennington.
Third down, 1 yard to go ball at the Sandites 40-yard line. Definite running play right here. Scott, he gets the first down.
Boy, how strong is he? See Trace Lynn, the senior, up in that pocket.
Ball now at the 43-yard line. 26-0, Booker T on top. The Hornets ranked #1 in the state. Sandites ranked #9 in Class 6A2. Scott again, brought down immediately.
We're able to almost get loose, but the defense right now, Booker T, boy, they are spying on Mr. Scott. Got over 1,000 yards on the season already.
Second down and 10. Pennington had another open receiver, just overthrew him just a touch. Again, the receiver this time, Taylor Rutledge, had a little bit of a step.
Boy, had to step right there, but just so much pressure on Pennington. He hasn't been able to get any rhythm back there.
Big third down and 10. Third down and 10 for Sand Springs. Pennington rolling to his right. Ball is loose. A pile on it. Let's see who comes up with it. And Booker T gets the turnover.
Boy, that's a big time play. Hornets defensively applying the pressure. Take another look, gonna roll out to his right. Boy, there's Jonathan Brown right there. Does a tremendous job coming away, knocking the ball away. He may be a little shook up.
(26-0). The Hornets looking to add to that lead. First time to have the ball here in the second half. Philip Wheatley, one of our Mazio's MVP finalists. First down and 10. Wheatley, incomplete pass, threw it low there to Javion Hester. Gonna bring up second down and 10 now. Good starting field position for Booker T at the 37-yard line of the Sandites. We mentioned the first half, Hornets lead Class 6A2 in scoring. Wheatley, pass broken up. Nice defensive play by the Sandites. Joel Mackey against Dwayne Cooks.
Nice play by Mackey. Taking a look, Philip Wheatley, plenty of time back there. Makes the pass. Boy, Mackey comes away with a great play defensively.
Good timing on the pass play. So third down and 10. Sandite defense played a pretty good first half considering some of the positions they were in and how much they were on the field. Trying to get another stop right here. Wheatley gets the completion right at the sticks. Where are they going to mark that one?
J.J. Hester again. Talked about him, the sophomore.
They're going to say he's short. Fourth down. perfect position. This is 4-down territory. They're not going to kick a field goal from here. It'd be a 45-yarder. 4th down, 1 yard to go. Sandites stopped Booker T on 4th earlier in the game. Do not stop them here. Grayson inside the 5, into the end zone.
How about the
Touchdown.
play? Thomas Grayson. Boy, he would not be denied on that play. Take another look. Good blocking up front. Boy, he makes one miss. He keeps running, makes another. 2 more. Diving into the end zone, Grayson. Giving the Hornets a 32-0 lead.
What a game for the Hornets going into their big showdown with 3-time defending state champ Bixby next week. As we mentioned before this game kicked off, this has been a series that's been really close over the years. Last 5 games have all been decided by a touchdown or less, but it's been all Hornets tonight. You're watching the 4th game of the week. We'll be right back with more Game Time on YurView.
You're watching the National High School Football Game of the Week. Join us all fall long for tomorrow's classics today, only on YurView.
Hey, little man. I'm your new house. Come on in. This is gonna be great. Watch what we can do together. Lights. Ta-da! Locks. Not bad, huh? Oh, and this. I've been saving this for you. You take care of the universe, I'll take care of you.
Cox Home Life, home security and automation.
With Cox high-speed internet, you get access to super fast in-home Wi-Fi to power all your devices and do the things you love online. And now, when you're traveling, you have free access to the nation's largest Wi-Fi network with over 400,000 hotspots. So you can stay connected in places such as New York City, Los Angeles, Washington, D.C., Phoenix, and many more. Learn how with the Cox Discover More video series at cox.com/learn.
Back to Game Time, the 4th game of the week. Booker T now on top, 33-0. Sandite fans not too happy about that. I'm sure the players and coaches aren't pleased as well, as Booker T is just dominant in this one. Offense and defense. The stat man just came up with a good one. No Sandite play. The longest Sandite play has been 11 yards the whole game. 11 yards.
Man. Let's see if they can get it going offensively. Talk about the scoring drive, Mr. Wheatley.
This all started with a turnover for Sand Springs.
John Hester right there with the catch. And Mr. Grayson getting the rest done. Thomas Grayson, 8-yard touchdown run, his second night, 4 plays, 37 yards. Hornets in control.
That was on the 4th and 1. Their last touchdown in the second quarter, that was on a 4th and 3. A little bit more of an option play there instead of running it straight up the middle, and instead of Peyton Scott with the carry, we have Ben Nordy. Second down and 9 now. Pennington fakes the handoff. Over the middle, almost intercepted, but that one is caught. Wow.
Nice play.
Garrett Goins went by a couple of outstretched Booker T hands, but Goins comes up with it.
Take another look. Boy, whips that ball. Almost deflected that time by Hill. Nice play.
Remember when I said the longest Sand Springs play was 11 yards? Well, that's not the case anymore.
Be humble.
Ball at the 45-yard line. This time Scott with some running room.
Scott
up the middle, just gets tripped up. I thought he was going to be gone for a second.
How about that? Dax Hill with the touchdown saving tackle. You see Scott showing you his strength. Take another look right here. Nice move. Now the burst. Watch Hill coming to your screen and able to trip him up.
The biggest, obviously, lane that Peyton Scott has seen all game to run it. So another running play. Not as long, but still good. Sand Springs offense kind of turning it on here in the third quarter on this drive. Ball at the 25-yard line.
And that's what you want your Sand Springs team to kind of get going and get some momentum.
2nd down and 7. Sand Springs' best chance at scoring so far in this ball game. Pennington brought down, fumbles the ball. And that's recovered by Booker T. Was not down according to officials before he fumbled it. Let's take another look at it. Take a look at where his knee is.
Boy, big time tackle that time.
Tough to tell if he was down or not.
Sean Brown. You see Garrick. Garrick Jackson. He's been all over the field tonight.
Yeah, let's take another look at this. Just want to see where his knee goes down, if we can slow it down as much as. Ball's loose.
Yeah,
great call by the officials.
Good job, good camera work.
The Cox crew coming up big as well with that great replay.
You see Marcus Potter again. Yeah, he's becoming a weapon for the Hornets. So elusive, can make you miss.
Off the 25-yard line. 2nd down and 6 or 7 yards. Philip Wheatley in the shotgun. High snap, handles it. Gives it to McQuarters, and McQuarters does the rest. Breaking through tackles, finally goes out of bounds.
How about McQuarters? Boy, is he fun to watch run the football or what?
If you don't recognize him at first, just look for the purple armband there.
Maybe pink.
Is my vision failing me? Is that pink?
Yes, it is.
I don't know.
You see pink all over the field.
We're going to have a vote on that. It looks like purple to me.
Well, I'm going to tell you now, I'm going to win.
McQuarters again.
As Mike Davis tells me to be humble.
Oh, man.
Hey, we need to see. I guarantee you it's pink. Zig, tell him it's pink.
Is that purple or pink?
It's
McQuarters?
pink. It's pink.
It is pink.
All right.
And tell him, do you know why it's pink, Zig?
Tell me.
Breast cancer awareness.
There you go.
I knew that.
It's never been purple.
It might have supposed to have been pink, but it looks purple.
Okay. Look, pink everywhere.
Yeah, those look pink. Wheatley. Oh, incomplete. Going for Dwayne Tooks. Third down and 7, 6:22 on the clock here in the third quarter. Booker T looking great, up 33-0 over Sand Springs. Ball at the 48-yard line of Booker T. Wheatley again, back to pass over the middle. Ball tipped, incomplete.
Boy, going for Trace Lynn that time. Sorry, going for Gentry Dalton. He's another big target, sophomore.
I'll tell you what, Jerry Lyons, number 5 for Sand Springs. Those are definitely pink. on his feet.
Yes.
We can all agree on that. Fair catch, caught, 28-yard line. Right after tonight's game, please stay tuned for Vegas Strong, a night of healing. The benefit concert will honor victims, survivors, and first responders of the Route 91 tragedy in Las Vegas. The proceeds benefit the Las Vegas Victims Fund. The event will feature top country artists like Big and Rich, Cam, and other special guests, including national TV and radio host Sean Hannity. Vegas Strong, a night of healing. Watch it on YurView and streaming live on YurView.com/Vegas Strong. Immediately following tonight's game at 10 p.m. Central Time. Great cause there for the victims, survivors, and first responders. Back here at S.C. Williams Stadium, Pennington going deep, has a man again. Had a little problem overthrowing his receivers in this game. That one, Garrett McCallie, looked very similar to that he had a couple drives ago, again overthrown to McCallie.
Yes, the receivers, they've been able to create some space. They just haven't been on the same page.
Ball now at the 28-yard line. Second down and 10. Running it up the middle, gain of 1 yard.
Jonathan Brown, he's had an outstanding night tonight. Senior.
Caused a fumble just a moment ago in the third quarter. Third down and 9, Pennington. So much pressure brought down by a couple of Hornets, including Trace Lynn.
Taking a look, he's been under pressure all night. Trace Lynn, Garrett Jackson, Jonathan Brown. Take a look at Jackson. He's been active all over the field.
Sand Springs calls a timeout. Facing 4th and 12, down 33-0 here in the third quarter. 5:07 to go in the quarter. As good as Booker T has looked on offense, it's this Hornet defense that's been so amazing tonight. Hey, we're on a timeout here, so we'll take a timeout on the broadcast. Stay tuned for more Game Time on YurView. You're watching the Ford Game of the Week.
102.7 The Coyote presents Vegas Strong, a night of healing. A benefit honoring the victims, survivors, and first responders from the Route 91 tragedy in Las Vegas. Featuring live music and special guest Sean Hannity, this concert event benefits the Las Vegas Victims Fund. Vegas Strong, a night of healing, airing on YurView this Thursday, October 19th at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Watch it on YurView or stream it online at YurView.com.
Thanks for watching Game Time, the Ford Game of the Week. It's belonged to the Hornets, up 33-0 here in the third quarter with Sand Springs punting the ball away. McQuarters with his purple sleeve, returning it past the 50-yard line, still going past the 45. You're not going to convince me.
I see, and you don't see.
It's definitely a dark pink. Now, if we go from there to number 5, Jerry Lyons for Sand Springs, you'll notice the difference. See?
Different shades of pink.
That's right. T going to the
nice
ground
play.
game.
Phillip kept that ball that time. Hey, faked out everybody that time. Wheatley
gets it out, passed inside the 40-yard line. See, there's some pink right there.
That is.
We can all agree on that. Ball at the 39-yard line. Second down and 5, under 5 minutes to go here in the Ford Game of the Week on YurView. Wheatley gets the completion. Another first down.
There's Javion Hester again, and there you see him. Boy, he's going to be an outstanding player for this Hornet team.
Already is pretty good.
Yes,
sophomore.
he is. Long, rangy, that early outstanding basketball player also.
6'4". I think he'll be good at some of those jump balls in the end zone.
Yes, he will. Randy Moss.
First down and 10 for Booker T. Wheatley feeling the pressure, avoids it. Nice moves. He's still going. Philip Wheatley, not known for his running ability, but he's showing us on this drive. And elusive right here. Big pressure by the Sandites.
Another look, makes two guys miss that time and turns on the wheels and smartly gets out of bounds.
He thought someone was behind him there. He saw for a second, put both hands on the ball. Have a meeting of the officials near the ball. That would put the ball all the way down to the 23-yard line. Need to get to...
Dead ball, personal foul, orange.
Well, instead of 3 yards to go, it's going to go about 18 for a first down. So we go from the 23 to the 38. First down is at the 20-yard line. Second down. $18 yards to go for a first down now. Trying to get it all in one play, but that's incomplete. Going for Dwayne Cooks.
Cooks, big play capability. He has the speed to make some things happen. That time, good coverage by Sand Springs.
Third down and 18, 3:27 on the clock here at S.E. Williams Stadium. Number 1 Booker T cruising up 33-0 over number 9 Sand Springs. It's not a traditional rivalry, but that's kind of gained some rivalry status in the last few years. Looks like Booker T getting some big bragging rights tonight. Wheatley again with the carry, runs out of bounds, stops the clock there with 3:21. Well short of the first down. It's actually about at the original line of scrimmage. It's going to bring up 4th down and 10. And you might as well go for it if you're at the 30-yard line.
You're exactly right.
A little out of the range for the field goal kicker, so you're not going to punt it away here. 4 receivers for Wheatley. Rolls to his right. Completes it, but I think he's down short of the first down by a little less than a yard. Flag comes flying out right there. That was after the play.
Marcus Potter again. They're going to look.
Made the catch with his knee down. Calling a late hit, I guess.
Yeah, they did. I don't know if the defender thought that he was down or not on that one.
Yeah, tough call. But that should be after the play.
Yeah,
this should be Sand Springs ball.
Dead ball, personal foul on the defense. The line to gain was not met. First down this way.
There you go.
Sandites ball.
Man, is that a red shirt or stripes you got on up there?
A zebra in the booth. Ball at the 11-yard line. $33-0. Booker T cruising. Couple tough games for the Hornets. This is one of them, and Booker T no problem here. And then next week at Bixby, taking on the 3-time defending state champs. Winner of that one should win the district title.
Definitely.
First down and 10 for Sand Springs, all the way back at the Sandites 11-yard line. Scott gets back to the line of scrimmage. Actually, not Scott's. Ben Nordy. Giving Scott a little bit of a breather, and now Scott is back in. Injured player on the field for Booker T. Hopefully he's all right. Jerry Goff. So they're taking a break on the field with Booker T on top, 33-0, less than 3 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Don't miss any of the action. Go to YurView.com/football and you can sign up for the Game Time newsletter to get last week's highlights, stories, recruiting news, along with a preview of the upcoming week's matchups delivered straight to your inbox. If you want to get that Game Time newsletter, go to YurView.com/football. Got to sign up for that, keep you up to date on all things Oklahoma football. Action is back, second down and 10. Pennington with a little bit of time. Hasn't had much time all game, and it paid off right there with the completion to Braden Milliken.
Great point there. I mean, just plenty of time right there. Find Milliken across the middle.
And we talked about a couple of his overthrows on open receivers, but that was all, they were all basically when he was feeling the pressure. When he has a chance there to stand in the pocket, Pennington delivered that one. Low snap, Pennington picks it up. Going deep again, overthrown. Flag down though. Looks like we're gonna call pass interference. Jalen Moses was in coverage.
Pass interference, defense.
So that's going to give Sand Springs the first down.
That's what you need if you're Sand Springs. You take another look at it. Let's see what we have here going downfield.
Hard to tell. You can see his arm was out. Can't tell though from that angle if he was grabbing him.
Definitely out of reach.
First down and 10.
Boy, love the way Scott hits the hole, and look at him just keep moving
still
forward.
About everyone on the Hornets got a hand on him there. Impressive run by Peyton Scott. You can tell he's a wrestler. You can tell from that carry.
Oh, look, just dragging defenders.
There's 4 defenders surrounding him, and then a 5th.
Keeps them going.
Couple more come in.
Yes, and Garrett Jackson does a good job of getting him low.
Pennington deep again. Great coverage by Ryland McQuarters. Second down and 10 now, under 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Booker T on top, 33-0.
Pennington, he's just looked rushed all night. See Coach Kennard's done a tremendous job at Sand Springs.
Second down and 10, ball right at midfield. Another low snap, handoff. Nice job of handling the snap and getting the handoff off in time for about a 5-yard run by Peyton Scott. Third down and 5. Peyton Scott, 18 rushes, 83 yards. No TDs, of course, as Booker T is pitching a shutout so far in the Ford game of the week on YurView. Ball now at the 45-yard line. Third down and 5. Sandites hoping to end this shutout, and Scott doing his part and more, gets the first down.
Boy, he's running hard. Jason Harris, the second, coming up with the tackle, but Peyton Scott, taking a little look at him. Really get in between the tacklers.
First down and 10, under a minute to go here in the third quarter. Pennington. Feeling the pressure again, brought down.
Oh, big time play. Take another look. More pressure on both sides, tries to step through. Boy, defenders everywhere for the Hornets.
But he got back to the line of scrimmage. Second down and 10. Not going to get a playoff here as we'll let the clock run down to zeros to end the third quarter in the Ford game of the week. We'll be right back with Game Time on YurView. Fourth quarter starts in the Ford game of the week when we come back.
With Cox high-speed internet, you get access to super fast in-home Wi-Fi to power all your devices and do the things you love online. And now, when you're traveling, you have free access to the nation's largest Wi-Fi network with over 400,000 hotspots. So you can stay connected in places such as New York City, Los Angeles, Washington, D.C., Phoenix, and many more. Learn how with the Cox Discover More video series at cox.com/learn.
If there's one thing we love, it's watching TV. But did you know you can also watch on the go with TV everywhere? It's included at no extra charge as part of your Cox TV subscription. Watch live TV and on-demand content anywhere. Your favorite shows, movies, sports, and more. On network websites or by downloading TV network apps to your tablet or phone. On the go, keep watching with TV everywhere. Learn how with the Cox Discover More video series at cox.com/learn.
With On Demand from Cox Advanced TV, there's more exciting entertainment available on your TV than ever before. Hit movies and hot new releases, tons of free TV shows, concerts and music videos, and access to huge libraries of premium channel series, movies, and more. Press the On Demand button on your remote and you're ready to go, all on your schedule, right at home. Learn how with the Cox Discover More video series at cox.com/learn.
Fourth quarter time for the Ford game of the week. Game time on YurView. Sandites trying to finally get on the scoreboard. Second down and 10. Sand Springs has the ball on the Booker T 40-yard line. Peyton Scott picks up 4 yards on the carry. Going to bring up third down and 6. Peyton Scott was one of our Mazzio MVP finalists coming into this one for Sand Springs. Leading rusher in Class 6A2, but Booker T, this defense has made it really hard for him. Getting a little more running here in the second half, but a lot of pressure by that defensive line on him and the quarterback, Pennington. Scott looked like he had nothing there, but managed to squirt forward for, well, they're marking him down at the 34-yard lines. Didn't give him that extra dive.
Got an update for you. You know, you may be right. Mr. Lockett, longtime coach, great guy. He just let me know that pink is for breast cancer awareness, but some of the players are wearing purple. All right, it's Spirit Week here at Booker T, and they're wearing purple for social media bullying. So to bring awareness about that, hey, be humble. My man Nathan
My man, Mr. Lockett,
Thank
getting
you,
it
Mr.
done.
Lockett.
Mr. Lockett getting it done.
I knew my eyes weren't lying to me.
Educating us, letting us know. He had a couple of boys that were pretty good players, and a grandson, pretty good player here at Booker T. Washington.
Lockett, that name rings a bell.
Yes, and he wasn't a bad player himself. Great man, and did a lot of things for youth, and just amazing. You see these players out here on this field, and we talk about the players and so many coaches like Mr. Lockett that impact their life. We're just having a conversation the other day. Pooh Williamson, of course, who played at the University of Tulsa basketball, now coach at Memphis, talked to him a lot, and he watches a lot of football on YurView.
There you go.
And he gave an example of Mr. Lockett. We're talking about him, picking him up as a youngster down in Beggs and bringing him and helping him and getting him out. So we appreciate guys like Mr. Lockett for all the things they do to impact these young men's life, and to let Nathan know that he is right. And Ronald McQuarters is probably wearing purple. Thank you, Mr. Lockett.
Thank you, Mr. Lockett. I am not crazy. Dwayne Cooks on the end-around run. So if I'm right, what's that make you?
Hey, like you said, a different shade, and it's kind of shade.
Yeah.
Hey, no bullying. Come on now.
Zig, you want to weigh in on this?
Well, what I was going to weigh in on, guys, is the string of Division I coaches that have been through Booker T recently. I think you may have mentioned earlier that Urban Meyer from Ohio State was here. You know, Dax Hill, they're hot on him. But also basketball, and Rod, you can jump in here. Norm Roberts, an assistant from Kansas, was on campus today looking at, I think there's one particular player they're looking at here from Booker T, isn't there?
I don't know who he is. I wouldn't know the guy.
I think
Bryce
he was,
Thompson?
Yeah, I think he was in the booth here a minute ago.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm telling you what, guys, they've got some great athletes here at Booker T, and evidenced by the Division I coaches that are rolling in here, not only for football, but for basketball.
Thank you, Zig. Yeah, Rod, being humble right now. You were a basketball player at TU, and your son is a big-time recruit, obviously. Kansas assistant coming in to see him.
Exciting time for, all these young men here at Booker T. And you said Urban Meyer and Stoops, and then you see all the basketball coaches that come through from Lon Kruger, and of course Norm Roberts coming on this campus, and a lot of great student athletes on this campus. And it's fortunate to see a lot of these young men grow, and a lot of coaches be coming to see this young man right here. But a lot of great student athletes here at Booker T. Washington, and that tradition continues.
And last time we did a Ford Game of the Week earlier in the season here, Mike Stoops was on the sideline. I'm sure getting a glimpse of Dax Hill up close.
Yeah, definitely. And so you'll see a lot more coaches come through here and on both. So
his brother Bob Stoops was at the Union game, watching his sons play for Norman North. And Bob actually.
How about Hester? How about turning that to the gain?
Coach Stoops, because of his son, who went on a recruiting trip one weekend, missed his first OU football game earlier in the season for the first time since he became head coach in 1999.
How about that? He probably felt a little different.
He's at most of the OU football games this season. He was at that Ohio State game cheering along as the Sooners upset the Buckeyes, or not upset, but beat the Buckeyes. Little bit of an upset when you look at the point spread. 8 minutes left in the game, 33-0. Booker T on top of Sand Springs. Wheatley with the pump fake, going deep, incomplete.
How about that? Going to Hester again.
Wearing those purple sleeves.
We talked about the influence that so many coaches and many people can have. Another guy, outstanding influence, Mr. Frank Cooper. He's a teacher over at Sand Springs and been there for a number of years. Outstanding guy, has influenced so many young people, including myself. Fortunate enough to know Mr. Cooper, but anytime you meet somebody from Sand Springs, and I see a lot of people from doing the games, and I ask them, they know Mr. Cooper, and everybody always talks about how great of a guy he is, Mr. Frank Cooper, and appreciate all he does for these young people and impacting their lives.
Take another look at Thomas Grayson with the carry. Big game from Grayson, a couple of TDs. One of them went 51 yards. couple long TD runs because his one in the third quarter went 28 yards on a 4th and 1. Still 33-0, Booker T on top and trying to add to that lead right here in the 4th quarter. Grayson again. Good job by the Sand Springs defense to limit his yards gained on that carry. .21 rushes, 159 yards.
How about that?
I'm guessing that's about 7.5 yards a carry off the top of my head. .57, thank you. We got the calculator out. Grayson again. It's to about the 2 and brought down. Penalty on Booker T. So it's been a little bit of a drought for Booker T when it comes to state titles. Is this the year that they ended?
Many people feel that this is the year that they can get it done. Interesting to see Coach Caleb in his 2nd year. Definitely a talented group.
Holding, offense.
You see Coach Caleb.
Good player in his own right.
Definitely can play a little bit. Braden at UCO and Bryce at Missouri State playing football.
Eight state titles for Booker T. I had to look this up. I should have known that off the top of my head, but I did remember 2010 was the last time that they won. The favorite to do it again this year. Bixby might have something to say about that. That'll be a great showdown next week. Wheatley, completion again to Javion Hester. Hester touchdown.
And how about Hester? We said it, you talk about the coaches coming through. They're gonna be coming for a while seeing this young man. Don't forget about him in basketball also, but take another look, watch Hester. Tremendous job, watch the burst right there, the extension, and able to get into the end zone. Javion J.J. Hester. Long way from playing with the Tulsa Bulldogs and Coach Stokes.
39-0 with 6 minutes left. Extra point here would make it 40. No problem there, right through the uprights. Booker T cruising up 40-0 over Sand Springs here in the 4th quarter, the Ford game of the week. More Game Time on YurView when we come back.
With On Demand from Cox Advanced TV, there's more exciting entertainment available on your TV than ever before. Hit movies and hot new releases, tons of free TV shows, concerts and music videos, and access to huge libraries of premium channel series, movies, and more. Press the On Demand button on your remote and you're ready to go, all on your schedule, right at home. Learn how with the Cox Discover More video series at cox.com/learn. With Cox high-speed internet, you get access to super fast in-home Wi-Fi to power all your devices and do the things you love online. And now, when you're traveling, you have free access to the nation's largest Wi-Fi network with over 400,000 hotspots. So you can stay connected in places such as New York City, Los Angeles, Washington, D.C., Phoenix, and many more. Learn how with the Cox Discover More video series at cox.com/learn.
Welcome back to Game Time, the Ford game of the week. Javion Hester, the sophomore. It's a nice 14-yard TD catch to make it 40-0. Booker T over Sand Springs here in the Ford game of the week on YurView. National telecast here on YurView. The Hornets players putting on a show for the national audience.
Yes, they are.
Sand Springs going to get the ball at the 18-yard line to start off this drive. Sandites just hoping to get that 0 off the scoreboard with 5:59 left to go here in the game. Look at this scoring drive. Thomas Grayson.
TG getting it done.
And to finish it off, the sophomore, Javion Hester, 14-yard TD catch, 11 plays, 63 yards on that drive. Ate up a little more than 4.5 minutes on the clock. Little slower second half here, time-wise, but still a quick ball game here at only 9:17 here Central Time. Don't forget, right after tonight's game, please stay tuned for Vegas Strong and Night of Healing. Benefit concert will honor victims, survivors, and first responders of the Route 91 tragedy in Las Vegas. Proceeds benefit the Las Vegas Victims Fund. The event will feature top country artists Big and Rich, Can, and other special guests, including national TV and radio host Sean Hannity. Vegas Strong and Night of Healing. Watch it on YurView and streaming live on YurView.com/Vegas Strong. It's immediately following tonight's game. Starts at 10 p.m. Central Time. Great cause there. The Victims Fund. First down and 10 for Sand Springs. Nowhere to go once again on the ground for the Sandites. Peyton Scott getting a break. He might be done for the night with this score how it is. Seth Jones got the carry on that one. To save your star for the rest of the season when you're going against a tough defense like this, down 40-0.
Well, you're exactly right. You're thinking playoffs, so you don't want to be injured out there.
Another run and nice gain and first down.
Nice play.
Seth Jones.
Showing you the wheels.
Also have the backup quarterback in, Braden Foster, number 12. Here's a look at the rest of the schedule for the top-ranked Booker T Hornets. As we said, Bixby next week on YurView. Spartans won the last 3 Class 6A2 state titles. A huge showdown there, district title on the line. And then close out the season at Bartlesville Bruins team that struggled this year. We've got that one on October 27th. That's for all the marbles, as they say. A little different in Class 6A2. Only 8 teams make the playoffs, so you're only going to get one home game if you win the district or you're runner-up. So both of those teams probably going to get to play at home.
Exactly right.
You still want that district title?
Yes, you do. Trace Lynn coming away with the tackle. 6'3" senior.
40-0 Booker T on top of Sand Springs. Every district game for the Hornets so far this season has been a blowout. No changes here tonight as the Hornets very impressive so far this season. Sandites going deep. That one almost intercepted. DJ Jones, the junior. Thought he had one on the national broadcast.
He was all over it right there. Boy, just couldn't come away with it.
Just was able to get one hand up, not able to get both hands up in time. Didn't pull in the one-handed grab. Take a look at Sand Springs. Sandites, of course, can still make the playoffs. Bartlesville, as we said, has struggled this season, so you think that's a Sandite win. And then the Sandites have to take on the Spartans. Another tough game for Sand Springs.
Boy, big hit.
And how about that Bixby schedule? Ending it up with Booker T, then Sand Springs, 2 of the better teams in District 6A22, along with Bixby, of course. 4th down and 10. 3.5 minutes to go.
My Beggs Demons getting it done 51-14 into the third in Okmulgee County shootout against the Okmulgee Bulldogs.
Nice. So we know you are a basketball player. You play football for the Demons?
Till 9th grade.
And you're like, no, thank you.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm going to finish up.
Delay a game.
End that career.
Offense.
But I'm sure you were great in 8th grade, right?
Oh, you know it. You know it. Big deal, me not playing in the 9th grade.
Booker T up 40-0 over Sand Springs. Sand Springs with the timeout right here. So fall break, most of these kids, you know, you get Thursday and Friday off. That's why most of the games are Thursday night this week. Still have a handful, but almost all of the big schools are playing Thursday night, except for that big showdown on YurView tomorrow night. Owasso at Norman North. That's a key showdown right there. We're talking about you want to win that one. You don't want to have to face Union in the semifinals, the top-ranked team. You got to, you know, win that one to be on the other side of the bracket. How do you break down that game on YurView tomorrow night?
Boy, I still think this Owasso team, they're on the mission and playing great football right now. And you know, with Josh Proctor and Jones and the cast, I mean, they've done a tremendous job. I give Owasso the edge. You know, it's going to be interesting to see. You know, we talk every year about the West Side trying to break that Jinx Union, you know, matchup, and boy, you know, Owasso is a team that could definitely fight for
the West Side teams, I don't know how happy they'd be if it's another East Side school.
Yeah, exactly.
We saw that Owasso Union double overtime thriller on YurView a couple weeks ago, so obviously the Rams have it in them to knock off Union. That could have gone either way.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Boy, instant classic game. You had a little more important business to attend to.
I missed that broadcast as my first child was born.
How about that?
At 9:03 that same night, so probably about the third quarter.
Yeah, I'm glad you got your priorities right there.
I know, right? We already had the backup plan, and we knew Friday was a good possibility. We called you in off the bench.
Yeah, I came in. I was ready, Coach. You got to be ready. Stay ready. Yeah, congratulations, man. That's awesome and definitely life-changing.
Definitely is. Sophia Christina Thompson.
All right.
8 pounds, 13 ounces, so my wife put in the hard work.
First down.
Yes, she did.
First down and 12 now. To the ground for the Hornets. It's worked a lot of the game. Keeps on working.
Boy.
Arian Welch.
Arian Welch running the football very strong. 95-pound junior. Boy, following his blockers. Good block by the big fella. 76. Jamon Hudson. We've said his name a couple times tonight.
I'd imagine Booker T would keep it on the ground to try to run out this clock. Up 40-0 here on senior night. Philip Wheatley, a quarterback, one of those seniors honored before the game kicked off. Hands it off again. Welch. He's fighting for some playing time. He wants more carries in the game.
Hey, he was like me when you couldn't be here. He was ready to go. Where's that man?
Listed as a fullback and a middle linebacker. The junior Welch with another nice carry.
Strong running right here. Big fella showing you got some wheels and the power.
Ball marked at the 26-yard line.
Says, hey, I'm on YurView.
We're bringing it back. Trying to figure out the call here. Officials figuring out where to place the ball. It was down at the 26-yard line. They're standing now. Get it all the way back. Hear the official call right now.
Holding, offense, first down.
Sorry, Mr. Welch. I didn't see the flag come out during the run. Missed that. Ball back at midfield now. But they're keeping this sticks. The first down is marked at about the 16-yard line. 34 yards to go. Not sure why the stick stayed up there if they call holding on the play. They're going to run it again. That makes sense to you, Rod?
No, not at all. You hear my silence. I was trying to figure it out there.
Second down now. Second and very long for the Hornets, but it's all right. They're up 40-0 here with a minute and a half to go in the fourth game of the week. Welch with the carry once again. And he's a tough guy to tackle, isn't he?
Yes, he is. Strong runner. Getting outside.
Ball now marked at the 43-yard line. Less than a minute to go here. Might be able to run out the clock on this play if he takes long enough before they start that 25-second play clock. And it looks like we are. That'll do it here. They can just walk off the field. Booker T on top, 40-0. The Hornets staying undefeated against teams in the state of Oklahoma, undefeated in district play, setting up that huge matchup with Bixby next week on YurView. Big win on senior night. Top-ranked Booker T 40, 9th-ranked Sand Springs 0. How impressive this Hornet team tonight.
Yeah, very impressive. You see the team and why they're #1. I mean, both sides of the football did a tremendous job. I mean, in really containing the running game of Sand Springs. So this team is very, very impressive. And definitely is one of the favorites to bring home the gold ball.
Brad Caleb's team, as we said, trying to get its first state title since 2010. Very tradition-rich program here, the Hornets. 8 state titles overall. They want to end that drought. And this could be the team that does it. Ranked #1 for a lot of the season. Proving why tonight. Now we're Mike Ziegenhorn down on the field, tracking down Coach Caleb. Before we hear from Coach, real quick, Bixby, next week.
Boy, that's going to be an outstanding game at Bixby. You talk about this team, we did the game, I believe, last year. Bixby came away with the win. Of course, Bixby, 3 years in a row, you're champ. Boy, it's going to be an interesting game between two very good teams.
All right, let's go down to Zig and Coach Brad Caleb.
All right, thanks a lot, Coach. Good job, 40-0. You had to be happy. All 3 phases of the game were working tonight.
Yes, our kids play very well on offense, defense, and special teams. So I'm pretty proud of them. And like I said, we beat a very good team. And so I'm pretty proud of these guys tonight.
3rd shutout in the last 5 games for your defense.
Yeah, you know, we challenge our defense every week. You know, if we can do that. And like I said, these seniors, man, they are fun to watch. And, man, they just get the job done.
You're still in that driver's seat to win the district. It comes down to next week against Bixby.
Yeah, you know, you got to go through them, and next week should be a good game, so we're looking forward to it.
All right, congratulations.
Well, thank you. Appreciate it.
Guys, up to you.
All right, thanks a lot to Coach Caleb, and congratulations to the Hornets on this 40-0 win. Stay tuned for more Game Time on YurView. Ford Game of the Week coming back.
Reliability. For some, it's in their nature. You can almost take their behavior for granted. Always there, ever faithful. Sort of like how you expect your internet connection to be. Total reliability. With a whole lot of speed. That's Cox high-speed internet with access to the fastest in-home Wi-Fi. The speed you need today and tomorrow, right by your side.
Action.
Comedy. Horror.
Speak.
Drama.
Find. Feel. This is the all-new Contour from Cox. It's cable TV reimagined to get you right to the good stuff.
With Cox high-speed internet, you get access to super fast in-home Wi-Fi to power all your devices and do the things you love online. And now, when you're traveling, you have free access to the nation's largest Wi-Fi network with over 400,000 hotspots. So you can stay connected in places such as New York City, Los Angeles, Washington, D.C., Phoenix, and many more. Learn how with the Cox Discover More video series at cox.com/learn.
Your home telephone is still your most reliable connection to the world. But you don't want to be bothered by unwanted calls from people you don't know or telemarketers. Cox Digital Telephone offers a variety of call handling features so you can know who's calling, accept or reject calls, and protect your privacy. With Cox Digital Telephone, you're in control. Learn how with the Cox Discover More video series at cox.com/learn.
Welcome back to the Ford Game of the Week. Game Time on YurView. Booker T with the 40-0 win over Sand Springs here on fall break. And take a look at the Mazio's MVP, our winner tonight, Philip Wheatley.
Yeah, an outstanding job at that quarterback position. It's on senior night. 21 of 34, 198 yards, 2 touchdowns. Mr. Philip Wheatley getting it done. The senior last game here, in the regular season, or on this field. But outstanding job by Philip Wheatley, our Mazio's MVP.
And Mr. Wheatley down on the field with Mike Ziegenhorn.
All right, guys, thanks a lot. Congratulations, senior night. How does this feel?
Feels awesome. Coming in last year, I got knocked out a couple games and we didn't get to play Sand Springs. And this year, Sand Springs is always a good team. And to get a great home win, a shutout, and for a senior night, just to celebrate together, it was, nothing much could beat it.
Opening kickoff return, you guys get the onside the very next plays, and all 3 phases of the game were working well, weren't they?
Yes, sir. We've been practicing that onside. Our kicker was talking to me. He was a little nervous about it at first, but after we got it, it just seemed like things were going our way after that.
How's it for the defense to get a shutout? Does that help you guys on offense any?
Oh, a ton. Knowing that a defense, that even though our offense can make some minor mistakes and our defense won't let them score at all, gives us so much confidence to know that we don't have to do everything, and they've got our back.
All right, now, we can look ahead to next week now that you played this one, right?
Yes, sir.
Bixby's going to be for the district title.
Oh, I've heard so, and I've been watching Bixby. They are a tough team. So looking forward to a great ball game. I'm excited.
All right, well, good luck.
Thank you so much.
All right, guys, up to you.
All right, thank you, Zig, and thank you, Philip Wheatley. Always a great interview, the quarterback for Booker T. Excited to say the least on senior day. Hey, the Mazio's MVP brought to you by Mazio's. Text MVP to 664-444, and you get a coupon for a large one-topping pizza for only $5. Again, just text MVP to 664-444, and they'll text you right back. You'll get a coupon for a large one-topping pizza for $5. Booker T on top, 40-0, knocking off Sand Springs. More of the Ford Game of the Week. Game Time on YurView coming up.
Your home telephone is still your most reliable connection to the world. But you don't want to be bothered by unwanted calls from people you don't know or telemarketers. Cox Digital Telephone offers a variety of call handling features so you can know who's calling, accept or reject calls, and protect your privacy. With Cox Digital Telephone, you're in control. Learn how with the Cox Discover More video series at cox.com/learn.
With Cox high-speed internet, you get access to super fast in-home Wi-Fi to power all your devices and do the things you love online. And now, when you're traveling, you have free access to the nation's largest Wi-Fi network with over 400,000 hotspots. So you can stay connected in places such as New York City, Los Angeles, Washington, D.C., Phoenix, and many more. Learn how with the Cox Discover More video series at cox.com/learn.
You're watching the National High School Football Game of the Week. Join us all fall long for tomorrow's classics today, only on YurView.
You're watching Game Time, the Ford Game of the Week. There's a look at Rylan McQuarters. 40-0 win for the Hornets on senior night over Sand Springs. And the stats, like the score on here, Rod, one-sided for Booker T.
Yeah, you're exactly right. As we take a look at them, and boy, look at the rushing yards, 265, and passing, total yards, 463 to 150, 21 first down, 0 turnovers. I mean, just an outstanding job. When we talk about Grayson, 2 touchdowns, and we talked about Wheatley, Cooks with the 98-yard TD reception. I mean, you had Hester, you had Johnson, all those guys step up, and then defensively, the Hornets really get done, limiting Scott to 21 rushes, 94 yards. That was the plan coming to the game, definitely to try to stop him. So they definitely got it done tonight. They sit at 7-1. Outstanding job on the defensive side of the ball also. So an impressive win for Booker T. Washington as they get ready to set up for the showdown against the Big Blue Spartans next week.
We're wrapping things up here in the Ford Game of the Week, but we're not done yet. Stick around with Game Time on YurView. We'll be right back.
Action.
Comedy. Horror.
Speak.
Drama.
Find. Feel. This is the all-new Contour from Cox. It's cable TV reimagined to get you right to the good stuff.
Reliability. For some, it's in their nature. You can almost take their behavior for granted. Always there, ever faithful. Sort of like how you expect your internet connection to be. Total reliability. With a whole lot of speed. That's Cox high-speed internet with access to the fastest in-home Wi-Fi. The speed you need today and tomorrow, right by your side.
You're watching Game Time on YurView. Top-ranked Booker T with the 40-0 win over Sand Springs in the Ford Game of the Week. Now, coming up later on tonight, please stay tuned for Vegas Strong, a night of healing. The benefit concert will honor victims, survivors, first responders of the Route 91 tragedy in Las Vegas. Proceeds benefit the Las Vegas Victims Fund. The event will feature top country artists Big and Rich, Cam, and other special guests, including national TV and radio host Sean Hannity. Vegas Strong, a night of healing. Watch it on YurView and streaming live on YurView.com/VegasStrong. That's YurView.com/VegasStrong. That's coming up here in a few minutes at 10 o'clock Central Time. And don't forget, on YurView tomorrow night here in Oklahoma, Owasso taking on Norman North. That's a big showdown. We were talking about it earlier. Rams ranked number 2. Norman North up there high too. That's on YurView, Cox Channel 1333 tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. Thanks for watching us here on Fall Break. Spending your fall break here with the YurView crew. Big night for Booker T. 40-0 over Sand Springs, and the Hornets stay undefeated in district play, setting up a huge showdown with 3-time defending state champ Bixby next week. Thanks for watching. Have a great weekend.